everybody, and thank you for being here. It's an honor and a privilege to be here, and it's an honor and a privilege to be a representative in Washington, D.C. You know, my story is the American dream. You know, my wife and I, we started off at an early age. I met her in 4th grade, got married at 19. We had no money. I mean, we were broke as a church mouse. And we succeeded. We succeeded in a country that has opportunity. And the reason that is because of the commitment, the sacrifice, the dedication of the people that are willing to serve this great nation of ours. And that's unlike any other nation in the world. As you mentioned, I'm the chairman of the Asia Pacific Subcommittee. And it's interesting because in the last month I've gotten 2 books on my desk. One was called The Korean Dream. And then we had a group of Chinese students in, and they have a book called The Chinese Dream. You know, when you're at the top of the game and you're doing those things that other people really like, the best form of flattery is to be a copycat. And again, I can only think of the things that have allowed me to succeed in this country, as it has so many other people, are because of that commitment of our servicemen and women and their families. And so today with the Purple Heart ceremony, if you look at the history of it, you know, it's got the emblem of our very first president, George Washington. And he was the one that started this. It was called the Medal of Merit, or the Badge of Merit. And it was in the Revolutionary War. And they've only given out 7 during that Revolutionary War, and it came to an end. And they stopped doing that, but it got reinstituted. And since they reinstituted, they've given out 1.9 million Purple Hearts. And Purple Hearts, to me, is just another reminder of what people go through. You know, I've never served. I get introduced as a vet. I am a vet. I'm a veterinarian. But my dad served in World War II. My brother was in Vietnam. My daughter is in the Coast Guard. In fact, she just got accepted into OCS. And, you know, I'll never know what somebody goes through in boot camp. I'll never know what somebody goes through when they get deployed. I'll never know what it's like to be shot at. And for those people that get wounded, and we were talking to Sam Johnson, who's a congressman out of the state of Texas Air Force. He was a prisoner of war, I think for 7 years in Vietnam. And he talked about what we all can relate to certain things, but we'll never know what it's like to give up that freedom, for it to be taken away from us. And I think of the people with Purple Hearts that come into our office. They've been wounded. They've got PTSD, especially from the era of Vietnam. And, you know, the VA was saying it wasn't diagnosed then, so they don't have it. And I've got Dave Hill with our office here, who he and I have had some strong talks with the VA system. And we reminded them that if somebody shot you in the leg, you might have some trauma from that. And so we fought to get coverage for these guys, men and women, and it's just a commitment that you guys make beyond all other. And you know, people say, you know, the guy earned or won a Purple Heart. I beg to differ. That's not something you win, it's something you earn. And so I stand here as your representative, thanking you, the families, Ms. Rana, for the commitment of you and your family, paying the ultimate sacrifice. And my goal as your representative in Congress is to have such a strong foreign policy and to emulate those words of Ronald Reagan, peace through strength, and the words of Theodore Roosevelt, walk softly but carry a big stick, so that we don't send our young men and women, our nation's finest, into harm's way, that we keep them here to build America, to continue the American dream for the rest of the world to follow. So I thank you. I want to congratulate everybody that's earned the Purple Heart, and God bless you. May God continue to see fit to continue blessing this great nation of ours. Thank you.